In the beginning, there was nothing. Actually, no, there were the ancients. The ancients looked nothing like us humans, more like something you'd find on your plate with a melted butter. But unlike lobsters, they clearly had brains. They knew various means to gather sustenance and technology to develop their society. However, the knowledge the ancients possessed at the time was not enough to shield them from famine accompanied by harsh winter. Then their leader probably said something like, "We should all go downstairs, it's dark and filled with all kinds of deadly stuff like spider bats and worms, but at least it won't be so windy." And everybody probably said something like, "Screw it, why not, we'll die anyway." So they dug all the way down and waited until a human came along to break— oh wait, no, sorry, wrong game. So they dug all the way down and voila, we have the ancient gateway. No one's really sure whether the gate was built by the ancients or if it was waiting there to be discovered. Anyways, the gate proved to be quite useful since it blessed the two leaders with power of the light and power of the dark. Based on this, people called the one who chose the light Prometheus, like the Greek titan who brought fire to mankind. And of course, the other one who chose the dark is considered to be Epimetheus, who brought gift to life forms and brother of Prometheus. To be honest, whether the names are true is still quite controversial, but those are the names I'll use for the sake of the story. Also, while most people call Prometheus the queen and Epimetheus the king, I'm not too sure about that, since nowhere on the mural suggests the gender of these two, and I surely don't want to check who has the right genital even if they have one. Back to story. With the power of the dark side, our gift giver Epimetheus started showering his people with goodies like food, knowledge, riches, and power, which I'm guessing were reanimated skeletons they summoned to serve them, or even merge with them to become devilishly strong. This of course made people follow Epimetheus and the dark rather than Prometheus and the light. On the hindsight, this turned out to be a real poor decision, but it's not like Prometheus did much to win favor of its people either. So while it is understandable that the ancients cheered more for the dark than the light, it doesn't change the fact that it was a bad choice. True to his Greek name, Epimetheus lacked in foresight, and excessive use of darkness started to poison the entire civilization. Using his power of light, Prometheus fought against the dark, but looks like that was not enough since damage was already done with the entire population either killed or corrupted. Still, on the bright side, Prometheus managed to destroy the gateway and stopped any more shadow from invading. On the little less bright side, Prometheus was also corrupted by the darkness. Now I say corrupted, not dead. The murals make very clear when showing death with good old skulls and bones, but those are nowhere to be seen to describe Prometheus after battle. By the looks, Prometheus may have gone through some sort of shadow lobotomy. If I get a say in this, the forces of dark could have twisted Prometheus' will to serve the light into obsession to take all the lights. If that's true, Prometheus can be the shadow hand that reaches towards fire and chases your light under table. Once a light bearer, now a light taker. This may be a wild guess, but also deliciously ironic. With that done, the forces of dark wanted to expand beyond the constant and devour other realms like they did here. But the only passage had already been destroyed. Furthermore, after finally smartening up to see through the nature of the darkness, Epimetheus chose to stand in their way. He bound himself to the throne which would never free him, yet provide him with the last control over the constant. A power strong enough to prevent the dark from reopening the gate and feasting upon other dimensions. With that giant wrench thrown in, the forces of dark sought ways to kick Epimetheus off the seat, and finally, centuries later, they devised a plan that requires several helping hands, and the first pair they found was none other than that of failed magician William Carter, who we all now know as the Amazing Maxwell. And that's when we see some familiar faces thrown into the game.